Aloha guys, Joe Tunney visiting my friends at BMW of Hawaii here in the beautiful city of Kona, Hawaii on the Big Island, and we're taking a look at a comparison between the 2019 BMW X6 and the 2019 BMW X5. And I have to admit right up front, the X5 is at a big disadvantage because the X6 is one of my single favorite looking vehicles in the whole wide world. From the day they came out, they're just about my favorite thing in the whole wide world. I think that the X5 is a little bit more upright and uptight, where the X6 is the sleekest, most stylish thing in the whole wide world. But I want to learn a little bit about the two of them and make my decision after I know the truth. I'm going to start by popping the hood on the X6. Now the X6 has a hood lever where the X5 does not. One tiny distinction between the two. A bigger distinction between the two are the engines, especially in the 6-cylinder family. So the 6-cylinder in the X6 is BMW's tried and true N55 turbo engine, and so the X5 has the B series engine, what they call the B56. The B series engines are modular, which means you can actually take essentially a 1-cylinder 0.5 liter engine and stick more of them together. If you stick 3 of them together, you have a 3-cylinder 1.5 liter. If you stick 4 of them together, you have a 2 liter 4-cylinder. If you stick 6 of them together, that would be an inline 6 of 3 liters. That's what's in the X5. The 3-liter engine in the X6 is the older N55. It has 300 horsepower to go with 300 pound-feet of torque. It goes 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. So it is plenty powerful and plenty fast. Let's take a look around. Braking, well, nice brakes on the X6, and so this goes from 70 miles an hour to 0 miles an hour in 172 feet. It goes from 0 to 60 in 5.8, so fast acceleration and nice braking. Let's take a quick peek inside. Well, it's awfully stylish inside, just like it is on the outside. Tons of room, tons of headroom, feels really, really sporty, cool colors, kind of everything about it just speaks my language. I really, truly love the X6. I'm going to jump in back. Now the X6 has about a 115-inch wheelbase, where the X5 has about a 117-inch wheelbase. So the rear legroom is going to be a tiny bit more scrunched in the X6. I don't care because I'm not sitting in the back seat, but I'm 6 foot tall and 180 pounds, and I'm actually quite comfortable. One of the worries about the X6 is that the fastback, the kind of the roof style of this car is such that it kind of cuts off your headroom in the back seat. No. It actually has lots and lots of headroom in the back seat. Let's take a look at the trunk. So plenty of space in the trunk. In fact, it has 27 cubic feet, and so plenty of storage space for going to Costco, picking up dry cleaning, pretty much anything you need. That's actually a really big rear compartment, and it is push button closure in the back as well. Taking a look along the side, well, it's easy to see why I like it so much. It just looks really cool. It's a very stylish, sporty sport utility, or as BMW calls them, sport activity vehicle. And if good looks and good performance are your thing, and they're definitely my thing, then you're going to like the X6 quite a lot. Now let's take a look at the X5. Well, one thing you'll notice about the 2019 X5 is that the front end is physically different from the X6, because the 2019 is all new in the X5 for 2019. Same generation of body style, but it's so different from its predecessor that it really is all new. I'm going to pop the hood on this one. Now, you pull on the lever 2 times is all, and that way you don't have to worry about a latch to pop the hood. It just pops right open. And so, as I mentioned, this has the B58 engine, where the X6 has the N55. X6 gets 300 horsepower, 300 pound-feet of torque, where the X5 gets 335 horsepower and 330 pound-feet of torque, so better than 10% gains in performance in the X5 versus the X6. So it goes 0 to 60 in 5.5, whereas the X6 goes 0 to 60 in 5.8. Braking is a little bit better on the X5 as well. It goes 70 to 0 in 170, so it just shaves off a couple of feet. Put that in comparison, a Mustang GT goes 70 to 0 in 164. So being in the same neighborhood as an actual performance car is actually really, really good for an all-wheel drive SUV. In fact, it's more than really good. It's amazing. The other thing is gas mileage. 20 in the city, 26 in the highway, 22 overall. It actually gets 10% better gas mileage than the X6 does as well. So a lot of pluses in the X5 column. Let's take a look around. Now, this has the off-road package, and so you can't get the M Sport package with the off-road package. That's why it has the M Sport brakes, but it has black cladding on the side. It has special cameras in the front so that you can see what's going on in an off-road way, and then also it has adjustable ride height control. It has the M Sport locking differentials with an airbag suspension that allows for deviation in height. Taking a look inside, well, all new on the outside, it's all new on the inside as well. Take a peek at something really quick. You'll notice that the gear shift lever is made of Swarovski crystal. Kind of a fun touch for the new X5. We'll take a look, a little longer look at the interior here in a moment, but I'm telling you right now, it's one of the sexiest interiors in an SUV for 2019. Taking a look in back, well, the rear seat has tons and tons of legroom. That 117-inch wheelbase versus 115 just gives you that extra room to get comfortable in the back. The panorama moonroof is utterly gigantic. It feels like you're in a conservatory or something like that, or a convertible. It is really, really airy and nice and spacious. It feels really high-end, to be honest with you. Taking a look in back, well, the X6 already has generous cargo room, so that's not that big of an advantage to the X5. It's just that the X5 has so much more. It has 35 cubic feet of interior storage, so even if you were a soccer coach, you want to load this up with soccer balls and all your gear, real estate agent, you got tons of signs to stack up to the top, or you're just a normal parent who likes to go to Costco and do all your errands all in one fell swoop, you are going to have a little bit of an advantage in the X5. The other thing is, you'll see the button here allows the ride height to change right from here. And so I can lower the height of the entire vehicle by pushing that button. And so for different height people or carrying different kinds of loads, it'll make getting in and out of this actually significantly easier. That's a really cool feature. The other thing is, this is set up to trailer tow. The X5 is designed to actually go off-road, to do off-road things. It's also designed to tow. Not that you can't tow in the X6, you're just never going to. The X5 will tow 6,603 pounds. I don't know why the number is so specific, but I guess 6,604 was just a little bit too much. Let's come take a look around the passenger side. Well, it is actually very, very stylish. I've always given the X5 a hard time for just being too straight-lined, but actually with the sharp creases, the nice off-road wheels, it's actually better looking than I've given it credit for. Let's pop inside. Now, both cars have the same transmission, the one I love more than any other in the whole wide world. It's ZF's 8 HP. That is the single best transmission that money can buy right now. You see it in everything from BMW's M5 to Rolls-Royce to Aston Martin. Dodge uses it in their high-performance Hellcat and Demon series. It has super duper fast shift points, and so it shifts between gears in only 200 milliseconds. And so that's why BMW's gotten away from SMGs, is that the ZF transmission actually works better than a dual clutch transmission does. It can do more things too. It can actually downshift from 8th all the way to 2nd in unusual circumstances. And then on top of that, it gets fabulous gas mileage. And so marrying this up with the new B58 engine, it actually gets wonderful fuel economy. It's so powerful and so economical that, shocker, Toyota, they are coming out with an all-new Supra, and it is one of the most anticipated cars in the whole wide world. And if you see my review on the Toyota Supra, it is probably my single best review that I've ever done on my YouTube channel. It's a really neat video if you get a chance to take a peek at it. But more important, you know that I'm a huge fan of the Toyota Supra, and the all-new Supra is a really big deal. Well, that really big deal is going to come equipped with this very same engine transmission package. So Toyota is going to use a BMW B58 engine to go with ZF's 8 HP transmission. It's that desirable, and it's considered that high quality that even Toyota, the standard bearer for quality and longevity, is making that the choice for their own car. Also important is the dang interior on this car is straight out of a Range Rover. It is so high end. Everything about it just says $100,000 plus merchandise. It is really, really attractive. The gauges are ultra modern. It showcases the new layout that's completely different than the X6. In about 2 seconds, I've realized that I made a huge mistake being so in love with the X6. It's not even a close comparison. The money is about the same on these two, but the cars are completely different. The X5 is hands down superior to the X6. This is the nicest luxury sport utility that you're ever going to be a part of. And if you have any questions about it, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My name's Joe Tunney. You can reach me anytime at joeloveshawaii@gmail.com.